At that time, the disciples came to Jesus and asked, "Who, then, is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven?" He called a little child to him and placed the child among them, and he said, "Truly, I tell you, unless you change and become like little children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. Therefore, whoever takes the lowly position of this child is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. And whoever welcomes one such child in my name welcomes me." Matthew chapter 18, verse 1 through 5.
A woman from our church was having a conversation with a friend whom she confessed she had been trying to better understand, as their politics were diametrically opposite in many areas, most notably race. In a quiet moment, during one spirited exchange about the unrest following the marches in Charlottesville, the friend, who is white, said to her what seemed to be a genuine frustration, "I just don't understand why God made other races." She continued, "If he hadn't, everyone would get along."
The woman's comment was revelatory. She considers hers the default pigmentation, and anyone of another color is an augmentation. While she honestly laments the division in the world, she doesn't realize that she approaches that division incorrectly, feeling elevated above other people. Each of us has blind spots, the places where we don't see our prejudice or privilege.
As a white, cisgender, heterosexual Christian male, I've never had to take the lowest place. Even when I've made an effort to recognize the advantage I was born into and have lived within, I've done so while still being the beneficiary of a system that declares me the baseline norm, and this is always going to be an obstacle for me. Most of us enjoy some level of elevated status, some preferential treatment because of our nation of origin, our sexuality, our gender, or our very physicality. The kind of humility and smallness that Jesus calls us to is often hindered by the buffers that prevent us from getting as low as he requires.
Today, reflect on the realities of your identity that protect you from adversity. Listen to stories that are different from your own and find compassion for those who may be more vulnerable than you are.